Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Duncan Alderdice, and in this series, I make short videos in the morning talking through my thoughts as I try to put my life back together again. In this video, the thing I'm going to talk about for the most part, hold on, sorry. No, I'm just fired up because I've been working on the intro for so fucking long, and I think that one slapped. And okay, we're going to talk about that in a bit, but the first thing I'm just going to mention is the fact that yesterday I had a really good night's sleep. And by yesterday, I mean this morning's before night. Like the previous 12 hours, 8 to 9 of them I was sleeping. In those 8 sleeping hours, they were good. And it's made me think about how, okay, one thing, the dream I had was the place where we live, across the road, we have like neighbors, like one neighbors that we have, they've always been there. And the other ones like bought land, built a house, but then they're not there anymore. And then so I think for some reason I was exploring it, or there was a reason to explore it because we saw them and were bringing like firewood over or something. But then the further you got, then it like turned into like even more space, like a garden, and there was like a cliffside almost, but not super cliffsidey. And then there was like, everyone was wearing white, not white linen, but like that sort of kind of idea. And then there's a squirrel. See that black thing? Haha, that's a massive fucking squirrel. But anyways, that I don't know, was there any resolution to it? I think I met people and then joined a group. No, I didn't join a group. I don't know if I've turned into a bad guy. Anyways, what I can say is that I definitely woke up in the morning feeling refreshed, and I feel good right now. Also, it's windy, and those are just the conditions. And here's the thing as I'm thinking about is, if you want to start and continue something and have success, and you wait for perfect conditions, then you're always going to be waiting. And if you fucking can figure out how to do them when the conditions aren't perfect, then when the conditions are perfect, you'll still be able to do them. So you just got to fucking start at some point. So sorry if it's in your ears windy. I'll give you a break right here just because there is a car coming around, and that's all I'm going to think about. And I'll talk about the thing I was talking about in a dream. Could you do the dream talk? One second. Okay, so the car just passed. It's still windy, but the dream thing that we're talking about is, I don't know what it was, but I feel good and energized from sleeping. And it's made me think about, well, I mean, you might have heard of Dr. Matthew Walker, a blonde guy, British or something, talks a lot about sleep and how it's good for you and the benefits of everything. That it's kind of, I'm declaring it now, that making and viewing and seeing sleep as part of the work, you know what I mean? And the reason for it is, like, sure, you can put in 16-hour days, 20-hour days, whatever, in theory, but like you're like, if you have reserves of energy that you're then depleting there, and I think it's more like just seeing recovery as a part of the output in a way that like is a necessary step of the process. And it doesn't just mean that you're rationalizing why you want to be sleeping in, but like you are more effective. I think there's like some tennis player like Djokovic or something who's like, that recovery is like a core part of his training routine or something like that. Like he never misses that. And also just like there's things talking about how, this is the Dr. Matthew Walker book about why we sleep, and how like there's control groups that are like given some information to learn in the morning and then tested on that information in the evening. And there's a second group that they have like a 15-minute nap or a 30-minute nap, or to varying degrees, but without a doubt what they learned is that the group that had the nap during the day, even if it was just short, they were the ones who had and performed the best on the recall test later. So clearly there is something going on in your brain when you enter that state of consciousness we refer to as sleep, that is not only just an added benefit, but like fundamentally necessary for your own long-term high performance. And so grouping it in with the work brings it to the same level, for me at least, and then I'll maximize the benefits that I can get as a consequence of doing it. So that there's that thing, which is cool, as opposed to just being like, oh, you should go to bed on time, going like no, it's a part of the work. Like if I count the work that I did in a day as the 8 hours, or I don't know. I'm trying to hear if there's a car coming. Just a fly. Anyways, so that is the thing that I'm going to start doing, because I feel fucking great. Because yesterday, the days before yesterday's night, we're going to go down there, that path at some point. Not today though. The days before this night, I was going to bed around like 12, midnight, maybe closer to 1. It also is because I am at home. So like I feel like I want like some time where I'm just on my own, not around everyone else. And that's what I'm doing with that time. However, should we turn around here? Yeah, let's turn around here. However, but here, I think you just then get a really bright thing. If it's like this, but then I'm like talking down to you. Is that better? We're gonna try this angle. I don't know if this is better or worse. We're gonna stop thinking about it. We're just gonna go over this for a bit. I don't think this is good though. I think this is gonna be a weird angle. There's a fly. There's a fucking deer fly on. Just flicked it. I've gotten distracted, so distracted by so many things. It's a part of the process. It's a part of the process that I'm going. No. Staying up later, I feel there's an impact on how I feel in the morning, how quickly I get to doing the work the following morning, and how I don't feel right now. I feel good power. Yes, we can energy, rather than damn, I could use a few more minutes of shut eye. And like I technically slept in, like rather than getting up at my alarm time, I think I just got bit by one through the shirt. Is this a sweater? I'm not wearing a t-shirt underneath. It's Lululemon, so it's like more workouty. I have no idea. But anyways, on the other side is the fact that the takeaway from that is that sleep is important, and I'm going to start prioritizing it and say what time I think I went to bed the night before, starting now. Okay, done. The other thing I'll spend just a little bit of time on is that I've been having difficulty naming this series because I don't have a good, like I've seen other channels have, like it's like the day whatever of me X, and in the X case being like following Alex Hormozzi's advice until Y, and the Y being like until I hit 100k MRR or 10k MRR, whatever the amount of money is. And it feels disingenuous for me to just apply that goal from the videos here, seeing as it produces a better sort of reach, because yes, long term it feels like something that I'm going after, but that isn't actually what I'm doing right now. And the other thing is going like I said like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, like I was gonna build an outbound AI system to find a job. Well, then I didn't make any progress on that last week at all, because I in part was doing well in getting the interviews for the other things, and then spending that other time editing these videos. So then it's like, okay, well, is that really the goal that I'm going after? And then really what the goal I'm going after is I'm trying to put my life together again. Like I'm at home right now. My apartment's going to expire in 2 weeks, but I'm not moving back because I need a job in order to sign a new one. And I don't want to stay where I am right now because it's too far away from the city. And like the thing that I'm trying to do is improve my life, but that's not niche enough to be as strong of a hook. And then so I did the conclusion, because I'm gonna keep this video at this level right here in terms of time amount, but the strategy I'm going is like stay true to what it is that I'm doing. Like just state the facts and tell the truth in terms of marketing. Like I will just, what I am doing right now is trying to improve my life. The way I will particularize things and niche down are with the topics of each video. That gets a cold viewer who has never seen me before to be interested in potentially watching that. They click, if there's a thumbnail that kind of looks similar, like right now I got my face doing a face thing at some point in the video, and then big text that make it kind of look like a movie screen or something, but easy to read, eye-catching. You click on it, it decides if you watch it. Then you go, okay. Then the point of the thumbnail and the title is to invite someone to meet me for the first time. Then within those first 15 seconds, 5 seconds or whatever, that's their first initial exposure to me. Or I'm kind of confirming that. And then if they stay along for the ride or whatever, to witness what it is that I talk about, they may or may not then be like, hey, that guy's cool. I would like to continue seeing how this guy progresses. And then also format the length of the videos in a way that when I'm at day 75 or 750, and someone meets me for the first time, then they can be like, oh, I'm going to binge all of these sort of things, and they're in digestible enough formats that they can kind of crank out more than one at once, rather than being like an hour-long thing or a 37-minute for a thing. But so that's the goal. And then, okay, last thing is AI is a useful reasoning partner, but is terrible at being reliable for a source of reason, because it will just reflect back to you what it is that you're saying. So don't treat them as a source of truth. Just treat them as a source of reflection. And the best way to figure out the solutions to these type of problems is not by thinking your way through it, but by doing something, testing, iterating, and seeing what works. But more on that later. So, thank you for watching again. And I know you know this already, but I'll say it again. Desire is what drives you forward. The pain you're going through is necessary. That is why you need to believe in yourself, because you're more capable of doing great things than you give yourself credit. Lean in, aim up, and move forward. Yes, you can. Yes, you will.